What's good? What's good, everybody? And y'all, we're gonna get into some Instagram content. Uh, First we have on the docket is some content about Whitney Houston as well as Clive Davis. So that's gonna be the first, part of this live stream. All right, y'all, let's get into it. We have Oprah Winfrey talking about Whitney Houston and how she was allegedly rubbed up on that last interview that they had before she passed. Y'all, let's get right into it.
We did the whole "Hey girl, how you doing?" greeting thing, and then I stopped the cameras and I went behind stage and I said, "So tell me, what do you want? What do you want to happen here?" And I'm going to tell you what I wanted to happen here. And that was one of the most powerful interviews. And do you all know this is an amazing thing that happened? I had such trust from the Oprah Show audience that Whitney did, I think it was her last show with us, and she had gone back on drugs. The first interview I did with her when we'd gone behind stage and I asked her about her intention, she was clean. But the day she came to my show then to perform in front of the audience, she was not. And she fell off of the stage. And I knew that if that story got out that she'd fallen off of the stage, that she would be destroyed by that. And so even though the audience was there and the audience had cameras, I begged them not to put those pictures out because it would ruin her life, and they did not.
And what about...
That would not happen today, I can tell you.
Yeah. What about... we were...
What's good, Splash? What's good, Boxing? Who else in here? What's good, Fatanya? Uh, what I have to say to that Oprah Winfrey, disclosing Whitney Houston falling off the stage and all of that. I feel like why wait now? Why wait all these years until this woman passed on and into allegedly one of her unalivers recently passed away, Mr. Clive Davis, allegedly. So why do you feel comfortable now speaking on this woman, knowing that she can't defend herself, knowing she doesn't have any more children to defend her? Her daughter passed the same way she passed, and I believe allegedly she found out what happened to her mother. But y'all, I don't know. This is why I'm very skeptical of what happened to Whitney Houston. Y'all, let's get into this Clive Davis interview with Whitney Houston. Where is it at? There it is.
Now, I've made it no secret that I just thought it was in poor taste for you to.
I said Whitney Houston. I meant Wendy Williams. Y'all, let's get into it.
Now, I've made it no secret that I just thought it was in poor taste for you to continue with the pre-Grammy party when Whitney's body was still upstairs in the hotel room. Remember, Whitney passed away the same day as Clive, your annual party. Why did you go on and have the party? Just asking.
Well, you're a very small minority because if you knew Whitney better, you knew she was not there to perform.
Yeah.
This was her favorite night of the year. She came out every year. This party was so part of her.
So you're saying
and
that she
so
would
that the family, we spoke to representatives of Pat, who was a manager, and Gary, who was her brother.
Her body was still upstairs.
But we dedicated the evening. Whitney would have wanted this party to go on any more than the Grammys should stop. There was a packed house paying tribute. Alicia performed, Tony Bennett, Diana Krall, the Kinks had flown in from Europe, Elvis Costello, Jackson Brown, Diana Ross, Jamie Foxx. Everybody celebrated the life, the memory. That was appropriate. So I beg to differ with you.
Well, we agree to disagree. And that's fine.
There's so many words that want to come from my mouth. But you mean to tell me, all those allegations that were going around saying that this woman was allegedly abused before she was unalived by, allegedly some people that you hired and that you were downstairs partying. So th- this is what I'm getting at. You did an interview saying that you didn't go up there and check on the woman that you're supposed to be representing and all this junk. And you didn't even go check on her, see if she was okay. You just know she went to go take a shower and then she never came back down. And you were downstairs partying. I don't know. It just seems highly suspicious to me. Just like with the Angie Stone stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like talking about, people passing on this stuff, but it is what it is. Somebody else got to do it. So, how I see this, if you did have anything to do with her unaliving, may God be with you in the afterlife. But I just don't agree with that. To what he said, they should have stayed downstairs partying while she was upstairs. Nobody went to check on this woman. She didn't come back down, and unfortunately ended up passing. Uh, but what else do we have? Okay, so guys, wait, what is this? Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Got this one too. Let me see. Where's it at? Okay, so we have Krishan. Well, not Krishan Rock, but we have Ti and Trick Daddy. The incident that I was talking about yesterday. Ti called Trick Daddy's behavior broke. Let's get into it.
Oh, and don't get me wrong, I've gone on record saying can't nobody fuck with me, and I stand on that. But I also understand what ego does to opportunity. Engaging in a battle of ego, going back and forth, bickering with other men for the public's entertainment. When I say it's poor people activity, I'm saying it's activity that I don't want to. And mind you, I was drinking, but that's just something that I don't want to waste my time, effort, and energy doing. Oh, and don't get me wrong. The phone, I just got off the phone with Swiss and I talked to Timberland earlier. Hey, listen, man. All of us were at one time with just kids wishing to be a part of this thing called hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted to be involved because we loved it so much. So to take it from our wishes and dreams and prayers and desires, to take it from that to actually be able to build things that will live on past us beyond our lifetime, man, that's a blessing in itself. You know what I mean? And I've never did nothing but look up to Tim and Swiss, and I had the utmost respect for them and everything that they've accomplished and everything they've contributed to the culture. And it ain't never my intention and never my, that ain't I ain't on that. Like, trying to speak ill of my friends and the people that I respect. The phone, I just that wasn't my intention. First of all, I was drinking. Um, so I guess my
What's good, Hurricane? What's good? What's good? So yeah, he always found an excuse to, try to critique what he said. He said exactly what he said. He said Timberland got not, poor people behavior. And I'm just like, how does he have poor people behavior, but the poor people are supporting you, right? You wouldn't be who you are without, poor people. I appreciate you, Hurricane, for pulling up. Okay, let me see what else we got. Let me see. Uh, so we have what was that? Austin. In that Carmelo Anthony case, his father is speaking out again, saying that he's mad that he wasn't invited to some event. Yeah, let's get into this, and I'll get my commentary right after.
We could show the world this wasn't a racial divide thing, that we could kind of close the gap instead of widening it. But at that point, they'd obviously retained the services of Dominique Alexander, a convicted baby-shaking felon advocate who decided to throw me out of the press conference, had me removed by police, and then proceeded to gaslight me and tell me how I was such, I can't remember the word he used, but that I shouldn't have been there, and it was not dignified to my son or myself, which I really couldn't quite understand as they proceeded to gaslight me. And also took it, there was a young lady who has followed the case also from the entire time. Her name is Sarah Fields. Also showed information about her. That's when they took it from any type of remorse, which they did not show, to the fact of now we're going to play the race card. And now we're going to politicize this. Now we're getting a political activist involved. The two things I said on one of the first.
I just find that what he said highly convenient, since he loves to say people playing the race card. But I guess we forget that this man said this exact words right here. I'm going to play this and then I'm going to get into my commentary.
You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all was trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night.
Mm, mm. But you want to be invited to certain events that have, certain ethnicities there. I'm not getting that. If you don't like, my thing is, I understand that your son passed away, you know, rest in peace to him, but ooh, 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 I don't want to be devil's advocate, but I'm gonna have to do it tonight. Stupid decisions give stupid prizes. You cannot go out and tell people to move outside of a tent that, physically is not yours and, take their bag and, put hands on them. Because I don't know if y'all heard that clip I played the other day with Carmelo Anthony. He said that the young man put his hands on him first. So is that not self-defense? That's how I see it. It should be self-defense in my case. But the thing is, 30 was it 35 years? Y'all giving this boy 35 years for self-defense when allegedly his friend that was from that same school as what's his name, Austin, invited him under that tent. I guess nobody disclosed that, but y'all want to keep doing this race thing back and forth like it was just, he was just so angered by Austin's presence that he just felt like unaliving him when he was invited to this event. Y'all about to play this next clip. This is what y'all send in the chat. What's good, Bill? Appreciate you for pulling up. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let me see. Next, we have the actor from what's his name? Uncle Grandpa. Y'all, let's get into this clip. He's a comedian, by the way. Let's get into this.
But I posted not like a little bit ago about the Carmelo Anthony appeal and how he has a new legal team and they're gonna help him appeal. And I posted what I posted, and the amount of energy I'm getting from people, and it's a lot of black people calling Carmelo Anthony a murderer, and he got what he deserved, and why are you saying he deserves a fair trial? A murderer, a murderer, a murderer, a murderer. My thing is this. If that's the energy you got about any of this, then you should have that same energy for that young man who was shot in the back by that gas station owner. Same energy. And I don't feel like going back and forth with people in my comments about the shit, because I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not. And it's bothering me. I'm literally was just sitting in a Bible class.
See, I couldn't get the whole clip because y'all know this junk only, allow a minimum of, certain amount of time on this. But basically, he was saying, uh, Carmelo Anthony should get the same thing that man that unalived that was it a 14 or 15-year-old child that they allegedly said stole a bottle of water. Shouldn't he get the same grace or no? Appreciate you, Tanya. Should he not get the same grace and the same respect that man got, instead of just slapping 35 years on him without appreciate you, Tanya, without fully looking into the case, and stop just doing this black and white thing. Yes, Carmelo Anthony is black. Yes, Austin was white. Does that have anything to do with this case? No. At the end of the day, it came from, him trying to take a seat from this young man. Like I said, he was invited. Matter of fact, I got that clip. I'm gonna probably make a little upload of it later. So where they said another individual at that school invited him out to have a seat under that tent. But people won't disclose that in the media. They just basically said that he just was trying to get out of the rain and sit under the little tent and jump. No, he was invited out there. Me too, Platanya, me too. I'm tired of hearing all this back and forth. Oh, this race is better than this race. At the end of the day, we all human beings. We all bleed the same. If I poke you, you're gonna bleed the same way, just as well as if you poke me. And I just think people need to grow up and stop all this race war junk. The back and forth junk is not. It's not gonna solve anything. It's just gonna make a lot more unalivings, a lot more insurance companies and funeral homes uh richer because people are listening to what the media has put. They pushing out that agenda. So keep on listening. Keep on going out there harming people just because you don't, like their ethnicity. But let me see, what else do I have? What is this? Oh yeah, so we have the Obamas speaking. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat before I give it. I'm saying the Obamas are speaking out. They allegedly said, I'm just saying allegedly, they said they ain't coming back to the White House. They ain't said it in those words, but that's what I got from this.
One word to describe your next chapter. One word.
Fun.
Me.
That's what you call
You
drop
like
the mic.
You know what? You seem to be grading her higher on her answer.
What's good, hustle man? I was trying to type it in there, but that junk went back quick. What's good? What's good? You said who are they? I'm talking about Michelle and Obama. They're talking about they're not coming back. They just want to live in peace. They want to live in their golden years. They see all the stress that goes on with Toupee and all these other people. So yeah, they're trying to, retire. What else do I have? Let me see. Oh, did I speak on Jermaine Dupri saying that they need to start putting, ugly face on the BET Awards, since he, produced, well, influenced and manage the live, celebrities. Let's get into it.
The BET Awards, they go back in. Y'all start tomorrow. Y'all can start tomorrow or whatever. I mean, I'm in France, so probably now. But listen, y'all go back in and y'all do something special for Clive Davis, because Clive Davis really put black music in the forefront. And he really did this shit different than any other white executive that I've ever seen. Like, he really, really, I mean, you had to be going to Clive Davis parties to understand what I'm saying. At the Beverly Hills Hotel, when the Grammys was in New York. Like, before he went to the Hilton, the Beverly Hills Hotel, Clive used to have his party there, and the soul of the party was amazing. And
Now, what we're not gonna do. We just heard this man said that he was partying downstairs while Whitney Houston was upstairs unalived. Who wants to go to that type of party? And then he said, even then, after that, she's been up there for a while. Nobody went up there to check on her. They continued to party. Like, why would I want to hang around somebody like that? That sounds like one of those rituals they got over there in Hollywood. But let me see. Give me 1 second, y'all. Make sure I got these disclaimers up here. I'm saying, let me see. Let's see what this is.
Thought the legal storm surrounding Sean Diddy Combs couldn't get any more severe. A massive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot, y'all. See, they trying to put some charges on Diddy now. So I don't know if they're gonna push that release date back. Yeah, let's get into this. This is coming from TMZ off of on IG. Y'all, let's get into it.
Thought the legal storm surrounding Sean Diddy Combs couldn't get any more severe. A massive new lawsuit has dropped in Los Angeles. A proxy under the pseudonym John Y.H. Rowe alleges a horrific incident of childhood sexual assault dating back to 2007. He is also suing his former talent managers and agencies. According to the complaint, in May 2007, the agents sent the minor plaintiff an invitation to an industry networking event in the Hollywood Hills. While mingling at the party, the plaintiff noticed Sean Diddy Combs. Diddy allegedly approached the underage actor and said he wanted to speak with him privately about an upcoming project he was producing. The lawsuit states Diddy guided the minor into one of the back rooms and shut the door behind them. Diddy then allegedly offered the minor a sip of his alcoholic beverage. The plaintiff took a few sips and quickly began to feel the effects. The filing alleges that Diddy began rubbing the plaintiff's arm, and when the minor stated he felt uncomfortable, Diddy allegedly ignored his pleas, moving his hands down the minor's body, pulling down his clothes and performing oral copulation on him while simultaneously touching himself. Afterward, Diddy allegedly pulled up his pants, told the minor he'd see where they would go from there regarding the acting role, and walked out, leaving a traumatized teenager alone in a back room in complete shock.
See, I just finally highly convenient. Hold on, let me get that not the disclaimer, but the link. I'm gonna have an open panel for right now. Irby. I told y'all, did I not say yesterday? You was in the chat. I said, y'all, I'm going live tomorrow. Did I not say that? And then I put it on my community post. That's how I know you don't be paying attention. I'm getting a new baby pappy. I'm tired of this. Tired of all this mistreatment. Let me see. There's the link. If you're coming up, don't come up with no foolishness or you can get right back down. What's good, Ted? Don't you come up here either. I'm playing. Hold on. I gotta fish this real quick. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm back, y'all. My fault. My fault. Okay, so let's see. Let me see what else. Um, We did the Carmela Anthony. We did the actor. Let me see. And Will. Hold on, I ain't mean to post it. Let me delete it. Delete it right now. But yeah, y'all. That's all I think I really had today. It was the father speaking out for the Carmela. Well, saying that he wasn't invited to the some event that they was having. It is what it is. Let me see what else I got before I get off here. Trying to at least do a good little 30 before I get off here. Let me see. Who is this? Ted, don't come up here with your foolishness. Don't come up here with your foolishness.
Hey, look, they said you know about them fake pages. Who got all these fake pages? That's
See,
what I'm
this
trying
is
to.
I gotta drop you right back there. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm playing, Ted. I'm playing.
They said Moni know about the fake page. Cause see, I was in the chat. Oh, let me, cause everybody don't know what we talking about. So Ted Turner was live yesterday, Ellenwood Studio TV. We trying to find
He
out who
lying on my name,
Diddy
y'all.
is. And then this thing I know, they said Moni said something about some fake pages, and she know who got the fake pages. So when y'all get a
Oh, this
chance,
is
y'all ask Moni about these fake pages, man. For Splash Blast in Traffic, I'm Ted Turner's Ellenwood Studios TV. We report the news. What's up, big boy?
he lying. Ted is lying. I'm just saying he lying. He came up here, lied, and dropped right back down. Y'all don't forget to go over there to Ted. I'm gonna link him down below. I appreciate him for pulling up and lying on my name though, but appreciate him for pulling up. Y'all, I'm about to get up off this thing. Got some classwork to do. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Don't forget to hit that like, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and I'll get back with y'all. Bye, y'all.